When we were done with the last update of our long-range plan, we were a much different city. Several years ago, when we were thinking about the update, we really needed to get much more sophisticated about our plan, take deeper dives in so many different areas.
I never heard of this before from the Parks Department. This was such a citywide outreach. It's the first one I've participated in.
We really wanted to evaluate ourselves. We spent a lot of time on analysis as well, which we didn't before, and looking at our existing conditions, our existing investments, and looking at them through an equity lens. Not only our infrastructure and facilities, but also our programming. And it created a lot of questions, and we needed to answer those questions. We were able to get into the Spanish media, able to use our cultural centers and engage those groups, our Asian American Cultural Center, and host some pop-ups there, and really looking at them to help us to communicate, to those groups. They helped us with translation, which was something that, we certainly didn't have before.
I was on the advisory committee for this planning session, and the process was really fascinating. There were whole suites of questions and polling and workshops around all kinds of park functions, from a ball field, which is very prescribed, to just being in nature. It was trial by fire in a way to learn all the things that needed to be taken under consideration to have a robust and meaningful Parks Department that would take care not only of what we had in the city, but would expand to many underserved and newly annexed parts of our city. What I was really surprised with was the food justice component. I wasn't so aware of how integral and important having food banks, community gardens, food distribution at rec centers was a big deal. When I saw some of the women lining up, there were grandmas there and all of that. And it's a real heartbeat of certain neighborhoods.
Some of our meetings were emotional. People still feel that there is a bias for spending dollars in certain parts of the city versus others. And I think that in starting to heal those kinds of things, the plan really highlighted where we have spent our dollars and where we're concentrating, where we want to do better.
All we can do is just take one side at a time and share what we've learned and try to leverage, and I think this was brought up in the master plan, leveraging resources across city departments, because traditionally been really siloed.
With this plan, we were able to adopt it by ordinance. So what happened is that we amended our city's comprehensive plan. So it became an element of the city's plan. It just elevated it even more, in the sense that we're hoping that we could meet a lot of the citywide goals with some of our work in the long-range plan.
You have to plan, otherwise you don't have a map of where you're going, and you'll be so distracted by the many, many needs there are out there. If you don't have a vision, if you don't have an objective that people can grasp and then add to, you have to know how the system works and what your role in that is. And so that's where the planning comes in. And the planning, I think the 10-year planning did a really good job of saying your voice matters. You are the voice of your neighborhood and for your neighbors.
I mean, it just takes all of us and our knowledge of the city and really caring for what we do in order to make it a good product for the community.